doing today? See Sprags. Tiffany, good to see you. Collector coins. Doing well. Doing well. Alright, we'll get a buck and go up today. I might try to move a bit quicker today, ahead of the DFW little winter storm that we're gonna have. I probably should run to the do some errands before that comes up on us. So we might cut it a little shorter today. We'll see. It'll honestly probably be about the average show length that we usually have. We have a lot of fun things today though. Foodie Dad, $3 on this guy, and then we'll make it a little shorter. So how is everybody doing? Is anybody else in DFW that's in the chat? Yeah, the winter storm. Yeah, San Antonio. We have a lot of fun things that we'll pick out some bullion. That'll be fun. Okay, about back to 15 seconds. We don't have too many people in here today. WI 2820, buck and go. Ounce of silver. Silver's well over 90. UI 28. Currently, oh, this is too cheap. I won't run requests if this is, especially silver ones. Okay, 84 bucks. That's gonna be over $10 under melt. Okay, we won't be doing those buck and goes. I thought I was gonna get probably maybe 5% under, but that was a bit too much. Okay, $69 start. WC is in the lead. This is under melt, I think, or it's right at melt for these 90% pieces. So I'll run one more. If there's not a whole lot of interest there, we'll stay out of silver for a little bit then. But no problems if that's the case. There are some very solid eye. Some nice pieces that we just got in. Nice pickup watch cream. 1427. Any early Spanish? What do you consider to be early Spanish? I know I have some like 8 reals, and we'll have some 8 reals next week. It's 1337. This is a chunky silver Islamic piece. Curious to know what these would probably be around melt for, because they're pretty good silver. Most of the gold is going to start around a K. I really don't want to run that. I don't think this is going to do well. Earlier than 1800s. Don't think I have anything really earlier than 18. Well, I might have a cob, but it's not going to be pretty, likely. I see this. This is an early Spanish piece. There's some nice things. I'm going to show off a little bit of the gold. I don't know if I want to give everything away early in the show. We have a small hoard of these guys. One of my favorite portraits, like that kind of that 3/4 look. Let's see that one. And I think we have. Did I show that? Yeah, that was the MS one. Focus. Some really great pieces though. Crusader. I think we should have some Crusader pieces. Run one. Let's see. I kind of actually this is the same focus. Let's see. 900. 45205. It's graffiti noted, I think. Maybe it's that by that blank flan. I couldn't tell you where it is, but we'll pick up a piece. Then I'll pick out 725-4. We'll hold off on those for a while. Those might just pretty much all have to go to eBay. There's no really whatnot interest, which is fine. $34 start, 2 reals. 1781 Spanish, 2 reals. We can run a bamboo money piece next. $29 start. Let's see. Ant Nose, Bin Liang. Cool. Let's see if I can pick some of those guys out. Brianna, nice win. Here's a 3 polker buck and go. 1334.10. John in the lead, nice pickup. Yeah. Okay, buck and go on this Nuremberg Jeton. $1,500s to $1,700s German piece here. Then I think I have 1334.10. Is that one of the requested ones? Currently under $10, at 10 right now. Tito's at 14. Yeah, this is the first time that I think we've gotten him in. I don't know if Christian's had him before. That's the first one I've ever run on here. We've seen. Here's one of the Bin Liang buck and go ancient Chinese Warring States cash coin. Currently at $1 on the cash coin. We have well more than $1 on it. This is concerning. Matters is in the lead. And $3, we will hold off on those. We'll put some start bids on them. We paid more than that. And I have a bit of them. So maybe we might get out of buck and goes. We'll see how this does. This is a Swedish 1/6 ore. WY 2802. Is that the 1814 I see right here? Lyles is in the lead, 1666. 1/6 ore from Sweden. Nice pickup, Lyle. Got this guy, $200 start. The 1814. 8 reals. Yeah, currently no bids. Not going to receive a bid. Okay, buck and go on this half groat from Lithuania. Soldier charging left. With sword drawn over his head. $19 start, no bids on that. Alright, We might stay out of some of the nicer stuff. Maybe we can just find more buck and go material to run. And watch, King, was that? I think that was the coin. Here's a Swedish Solidus. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it. Interesting. Awesome. Okay, $3 on this Solidus. And I'm not going to do another buck and go. We'll take it a little slower. That'll be fine. Let's see. Are there any requests that I've missed? I'll see if I can pull them out. Okay, I'm not seeing 3708. Okay, we're on a Shipwreck Silver. I might have a half real, but I'm not sure. The last coin was a Solidus that ran. It was I think like a Swedish piece that went for super cheap. And this is going for the start bid. Nice pickup. Let's see, 3206. $17.53. Half real. WC is in the lead. Run some bullion next. And we have a lot of new graded coins just come in. Some fun things there. $89 start on this Canadian bullion. I don't think that we have any Nicholas II. Let's see what. So silver is almost at 96, and this is going to trade $7 under. Maybe 6 and change. Well under spot. At that. So I probably will raise the start bid to marginally under spot. I don't think we have any shipwreck. I'm just gonna. Maybe we'll run a. This is a pretty Pruda. Let's see. That's not in here. $34 start on this Pruda. Quite a nice anchor on the obverse. Nice Widow's Mite. No bids. Just take out some more coins and. 21. I think it probably Ant Nose. I'm not gonna run the Ant Nose Buck and Go. I don't know if I had it set to run Buck and Go. It matters. $15 starting this 1930 Standing Liberty quarter. Sir Dent is in the lead. Perfect. Okay. I started at 29. And let's see. We can run a nice pickup. Most of the Byzantine gold is going to start around $1,000. Very nice win. $79 start on this Roman Republican denarius. We just picked them up. Some really cool items in there. Right-facing portrait on that guy. But yeah, we can just show some stuff off while it's slow. This is one of the nicest pieces in the group condition-wise. This is an NGC MS. This is one of my favorites here. Some nice pieces. It's 81.3. We will not be buck and going one. Buck and go on this guy. This is a Spanish colonial Peruvian half real. This is a river salvage piece. And it's currently sitting at $3. Last one of these guys that we have. Took huge losses on this group that I bought. I bought a small group of them to try them out, and I paid $44 for that. Nice pickup, Watch King. So that might be could be one of the last bucking guys we do today, until things maybe pick up. But that's a fantastic win. All right, we'll start this for 5. This is a Prussian 50 Pfennigs. Nice little toning to it. But man, I thought I would buy those coins well above 40. Like, I was eager to get them at that price, and they just they did not sell whatsoever. And that last one sold for under $20. Pretty crazy. So that's a definition of being hosed, I think, on those guys. $1917 German Knot Guild. They will run a raw ancient next. John Pay in the lead. Nice pickup. This is a Lucilla Sestertius. Started at 50. Hold the 2 pence. Let's see if I can find it. Jesse. $19 start on this Restuber. It's 80-20. Alright. 531. $39 start on this Charles II 2 pence that is hold. Pretty cool piece there. Jesse's in the lead. Jackie. Jesse at 45. Nice pickup. Alright. $29 start. This one has graves on both sides. It Matters is in the lead at 39. And run the last one that we have after this. Nice pickup. One more of these bamboo money pieces that we have in stock for today. Ashrock is in the lead. Jesse at 36. Nice pickup. $17.64 Catherine the Great, Russian 5 kopecks. Oh, I think I have some Civil War store cards that I just got in today as well. No bids on that. Let's run this guy. The Annex holder was in shambles when I got this, so I just cracked it out. The rest of it out. This is in a VF35 Annex holder. An Aurelian Potent Tetradrachm. Nice pickup, Gemini. Okay, not gonna run secondaries. Let's see. These guys are pretty. $18.62. British India rupee. This will start at 100. Very flashy coin. Let's see, we'll pull some Civil War tokens and store cards. Yeah, I think they're really neat. There's an XF40 that will start at 44. The fold attribution on is 173-272. It's bronze. Ashrock in the lead. XF40. Nice pickup. This is, I think, the very similar, if not the same, fold attribution. Very similar. I guess it's a different obverse. And a VF35. Let's pick up. Here's an XF Details Flag of Our Union. Fold 208-410. Tiffany's in the lead. Good to see you, Tiffany. We have some new ancients in as well. We're gonna pull out. We run a couple of these. Here's an Unk Details. $208-410. The Flag of Our Union. Waddle's in the lead. And let's see, 064 H. I don't think so, Ashes. It doesn't seem like we do. can't remember a Class H. I did put some more anonymous false into today's show, but they're mostly Class A and B's, I think. Nice pickup. Run one more Civil War token. So this XF45, now and forever. I'll pick out some of the ancients that I just got in today. Do you have any little monitor? I don't think so, D-Rock, but I'm not sure what that means, to be honest. Ooh, there's a bit of toning on this guy. Let's see. Okay. No, I don't think so. It would be in, like, there's probably like 20-ish Civil War tokens left today. So you could, and they should all be uploaded into the show. So if there's, and with the cert numbers, so you'd be able to take it to NGC. NGC cert verification and see pictures, I believe. Okay, I'm actually really surprised that this did not receive a bid. I'm kind of, and I thought that I priced it a bit too cheap. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe it's only worth like $20. Yeah, I probably will start that one higher next time. Okay. There's a bunch of choice finds that have sold for $200, so we will start that one around $150 the next time we run that one. I'll run more of these ancients if it doesn't get a bid, no worries. This is an ass that will start at 70. Nice pickup, Tiffany. Let's run a few more. It's a fish. Let me pull it out. One. AU53 brown Civil War token. We'll run a bridge money piece next. Mic on, nice pickup. Just leave it in here. 30. Warring States bridge money, starting at 39. This one has the handle bit on it. I don't remember too many of them having that. It's the first time I've noticed it, to be honest. Mint Matters, nice pickup. And here's a fish, 32, 11. Eighth to 5th century BC. Actually, we haven't got that back. That was the most recent coins that we have are from a dealer that I just picked up from this morning. Nice pickup, Mint Matters. It was a fairly large deal with like most of the new graded stuff, like the Civil War tokens came in it, and then I picked up some boxes of raw stuff from them. But there's several groups of things that we just picked up in bulk. About 30,000 worth of stuff, 30K. Let's see. but we should be getting a small sub back this week, like next week, I guess, of some bronzes, primarily Greek bronzes. Like there should be a few, like Philip II Macedon Ologen grid. But it's only, I think the whole sub is like 50 or so coins, so it's super small sub. And then I sent a bunch off to NGC this past week. I think I sent several thousand coins off to the NGC churn. I haven't really seen some of these before. Hussey's message post. Exigency. Time is money. Nice pickup, Astrock. Bro as bros. Pie bakers, our country. Bust of George Washington. Newbie flies in the lead. Merrick. U55 Brown. Let's see. Now and forever. Let's see. There's another McClellan I can run. 36. And again, if there are any requests, let me know. Julie Mamez. WYO, are they graded coins, or is it, they're graded coins, my graded coins are a bit messy. So to be honest, I'll be a little lucky to find one of them. They did not get sorted back as I usually do after shows since this weekend. The 918s. Perfect. Honestly, you can take the cert number, that's the cert NGC cert number, and plug it into the NGC certification verification or something like that, cert verification, and compare them yourself and let me know if there's one that you're really interested in. Because NGC should have photos on there. Yeah, there's definitely some. This is one of the more standard issues, but pretty higher grade. We have some fairly non-standard issues of like the patriotic Civil War tokens, which these are. You usually just see like Washington's face or like the cannons, cross cannons, or the Indian head. Some interesting combinations here. $1865. 045. 1863. Army and Navy. We'll run one more Civil War token. Patriotic Civil War token. I'll actually pull out, I see the stack of store cards, so I'll pull out a store card to run next. Brass store card. When am I expecting the Greek sub? Next week. Probably the middle of next week. I'm not sure when. It could be later next week, depending on how weather in DFW looks and if there's like major power outages and stuff, or if weather holds up mail. But I think it'll set to strike on sometime at least later next week. Newbie fly at the start. Yes, we have NGC Ancients. We definitely have got some. No, we did not win the big ant horde from CNG. Christian really wanted to. We might have actually been the underbidder. But no, we were not on the. As I remember what it went for, we did not buy that thing. Christian really wanted it though. Christian was already making plans for the vase. Okay, we'll get out of modern graded coins. Let's run this $19 start Condor token, and we'll pick out some NGC Ancients. Mycon is in the lead. See Dudley there. Yeah, we were thinking about who would have won it at those prices, and we came up with the kind of the idea that maybe it's possible that like a telemarketer bought it, because it was primarily the more common coins that were in that super large group, where it'd be almost impossible to sell for like a profit said and done is what it looked like. So if a telemarketer bought it, they could quite like it. It'd almost be worth it for them to buy it at that price, because that might be like the prices that they would buy it from. Like they could basically like run a pretty large campaign where they charge a lot of money for it on like the late night TV and stuff. So that's what we had kind of figured, but we don't know who would have bought it. But Christian's definitely asking around a bit. 5.6. Yeah. It's kind of a surprising. I would be surprised. Like, I think they hold a surprising market share of numismatics and their ability to like move things. Trivioli, nice pickup there, and then another Tetricus starting at 29. Nice pickup, 123 B-Man. Here's a Christ False. It's not an anonymous False, though. This is an interesting one. Let's see. Nice Forest, third, $39 start. Christ Portrait on the obverse, Cross on the reverse. Ashtrocken is in the lead. Ori at 56, nice pickup. And then here's a Constantine X with the Christ Portrait on the obverse, and then Constantine's Portrait on the reverse. Tiffany's in the lead at 39 at the start bid. Another nice Forest, third. This one has a pretty nice full bust Christ portrait. We even get East Crease there, the 2 stars, full nimbus around Christ's head. And pretty much like a full standing portrait. J Dizzle, nice pickup. $9.30. 37. And then here's a Class B anonymous Phallus. East Crease Vasileos, Jesus Christ King of Kings, and then really solid detail on this guy. Ori's in the lead at 51. Run one more anonymous Phallus, and let me see if I can run a Pruda next, a Widow's Mite. Class B anonymous Phallus. Repatination on this guy. Highlights the details a bit more. Gives it that sandblast patina look. 107. Here's a Widow's Mite Pruda. Let's usually starting for 34. Let's start for 29. Selfie is in the lead. Ooh, a Porcius Festus. 014. We're on a Procurator's Pruda next after this. Nice pickup. Usually start these for 44, but this one looks a little tougher, so we'll start it a bit cheaper. Okay, $29 start. Porcius Festus is a Roman Procurator's Pruda, minted in 59 AD, under Nero, or I guess like really under the dominion of Nero. Another Alexander Janaeus. Bids on that. And let's see what we've got. Sure what. Oh, these are cool. We just bought this too. So it's the feeder finger was struck, and this is like a Philippine piso. Pretty neat error. Let's see. I know, it was pretty crazy. And just still put anything in slab. Let's see, 668. Where's a 66811? We'll look around for that guy. This is a pretty one, 142. Alexander Janaeus. Widow's Mite. Yeah, I have seen it. I've actually met the guy who I met the first dealer that bought it. Dealer out of California. And then it's actually passed his hand a couple of times, so that's kind of neat. I've met some of the hands that have touched it. Christian and I both met him. He was at Witter Coin U when Christian and I met. He was one of the Witter Coin U instructors. I don't remember his name right now, but pretty large, prominent dealer. Let's see, 0727. What is that going to be, 07? I don't see 0720. Oh, that's the Canadian medal. Is it this guy? No, it's not that. Let's see. We'll run this though. This is a Canadian dollar in the OGP. I see 0724. Let's run that. Astro K. That's probably Astro K. Given the name. It's pretty. Let's see what melt is on this. Starting under melt. Pretty toning. Ori's in the lead. Okay, I see 27. There it is. Ori, nice pickup. Astro K. No, I'm just borderline illiterate. That's the problem. Let's see, silver coins from 1666. Not silver, but I think we had some bronze ones. I don't know if we would have sold out of them. We had actually a group from 1666 of Swedish coins. $1967 silver medal. This is the requested one, Holo X. We will run some medieval. Or if I oh, wait, more. Nice pickup. No shekels or half shekels. We have some currently at NGC, but nothing currently. Okay, $50 start on this Spanish medieval silver piece. Spanish dinero. An NGC genuine holder. Okay, $44 start on this AU55 Pittsburgh dry goods. I don't think that we really have shipwreck today. We should have some stuff next week. We should have some shipwreck. This one's a bit prettier of the dineros. So let's run this guy. We'll start this at 44. I should definitely receive a bid. Let's see, 035214. Let's see if I can find it. Perfect, we got it out. Tiffany, nice pickup. Okay, buck and go. $18.37. Lower Bank of Canada, Montreal. Half penny. Jay Dizzle's in the lead. Nice win. $89 start on the maple. Nice pickup, Astra K. And 7 Buck and Go. Very attractive 1914 German half mark. Dawn, nice pickup at $16. $55 start. We'll run a few of these beautiful jetons that we have. Dawn's in the lead. Nice pickup, Olex. Let's run 3. Nice little handshake going on there. On a circular. Olex at 60. Astro. I know all 3 of us, Christian, Gabe, and I, have made comments on how great this group was, like, just toning wise. $1763 dated. Ville de Paris. Nice pickup, Astro. This one has a pre-bid on it. Meadville, Pennsylvania. I don't think I've sold a Civil War token from Meadville, Pennsylvania before. Go to GC Porter for your dry goods. Astra K at 62. Nice pickup. $62. AU details. One country. $13. Waddle, nice pickup. $16.14. This is a half groat. We'll start for 15. Lithuanian half groat from 1512. Chance is in the lead. If there are any requests that I've missed, let me know. Try to work to them and get them out. $17 start on this French Liard from 1517 to 1555. Rest of the Naples. $5.34 start. What is $5.34 per? Okay, $15 start on this. So you want to buy them. Nice pickup, newbie fly. So the 6, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. The ancient gold is going to start around 1,000. That's perfect. Okay. This is the lot of 6. Starting bit under melt there, so it'll be a fun little bulk deal, I think. Nice pickup there. Thank you. It's all reasonable stuff there. The cheapest one. Let me see what the cheapest one's gonna be. Let me take a look. Take a gander. What's one of these SKUs? What's 141? I can probably cut a deal on 141. That one. I have this one listed to start at 1,000. But I'd actually be really surprised if. Oh, Terry is rating us. Let's see. 141. Let's run. Starting at $7.99. Thank you, Terry. I hope you had a good one on your end. Nice pickup, Movie Fly. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. We have this Maurice Tiberius, which should be a pretty cheap start, to be honest. On this bronze choice VF, started at 69 from the Antioch Mint. I guess we can probably date it 14th regnal year. Yep, 14th regnal year, 595, 596. Let's see, Broad Durham. Is that going to be one of these guys? 16. $15 start. This Gorid or Korsmin Shah. Jackie's in the lead. 17. Similar type. 12th to 13th century Islamic Durham. A bit of green color discoloration. But nice silver piece. We're on one more. No takers, no problem. pick up Carter. Okay, $14 start. 18th century French bronze jeton. Nice win there. 27S Standing Liberty Quarter, $15 start. Should be under melt for a single key date. There we can see that S mint mark. Much better date. Gabe is here. The Gabe Rock has entered the chat. He's entered the building, folks. Here's a 1930 starting at 15. This one has pretty good detail on it. Gabe, I'll test your memory for a second. Open the 722 box. No. What do you see the little red thing? Do you remember the story I told you? Yeah. Or did I not tell you that story? Did I tell Christian? I guess I just told Christian about the hidden things. This is gonna be a hidden things case. Huh? There was a 4-gram gold pendant. No, not inside there. Inside somewhere else in the box. Which is kind of funny. It might actually be in that. Yeah. Someone had like hid it in there. I'll just put it back where I found it. I'm surprised that we had won it. Western Han cash. Let's see. $19.29 Standing Liberty Quarter. 13.22.01. We'll work our way there. Buck and Go, Tin Pittis, Kiloton, Sultanate of Kiloton. If you can actually just start don't mess with those right now. The box with 714 and the stuff that's under it, if you can start inventorying that after. Yeah, but what's going on with the desk though? Yeah, but what's going on? Actually, that needs to be priority. No, it's not. I don't know what that is though. Before we open other things, we need to finish that up. $22.01. Ooh, this is cool. 5th to 7th century dinar. So this is like a very low gold content in it, but it's kind of neat. I think this is the requested one, Galleonist. Okay, and then let's see, what's the 200 to 180 BC? 88 to 12. Let's see if I can. I think I missed that. Okay. I think this is what we need to find. $15 start on this Western Han cash. I wouldn't bother with that stuff too much right now. I know you're just looking at it. I don't think we have any trimesses. Those are, they're usually not cheap, unless I'm mistaken. Oh, no, I think they're all Solidus. Yeah. I think they're all Solidus. And they're going to start generally about 1,000. There's some of the lesser ones I can probably cut a little bit. They're going to start right around there. I would put those back in the box. Because I think I'm going to chop a lot of that for grading, so I wouldn't even worry about it for right now. Yeah, you were picking up a bunch of fruit. I know. But I just want to get caught up in it. 1431. It's not there. I think that was on, to me, I thought that when I originally bought it, that we'd put grades on it. But you don't think so? Because it's kind of in par with the stuff that you sent for Jen. Okay, 18. Alright, so that went like a bunch of coins that did not receive bids. So we will pivot. If there are any requests, let me know. Or we'll just take a break for a minute. That was too many coins. I guess we got bored of looking at world coins real quick. Alright, we can go back to some graded. There's more crusts, which I don't think I saw any. $18.63, not 1 cent. AU55 brown. Riverstone's in the lead. Good to see you, Riverstone. Mark Anthony. We can try to look for it. On details, 1863 Union Forever. Has some red on there yet. Let me look at 667. Might be one of the first ones that does not receive a bid. Nope. Nice pickup. Six six 7 057. $250 start. This is cheap, but I'm gonna let Tiffany have it because I think, yeah, on a fine. This could be, I think, probably a $500 plus coin retail quite easily. I think Tiffany's gonna get it at $250. Congratulations. Here's a $44 start, Herod the Great, Pruda. Sivo is in the lead. $29 start. Tetricus the first, Antonianus. Very strong portrait here. Pretty full name and the legend. 123 B-Man is in the lead. Another Tetricus. 6-4. Laetitia. No, I don't think we have any Pontius Pilate today. We should be getting some somewhat soon. And no bids. We'll stay out of the $29 starts. FO13. -2. $44 start on this AU details. Fold 255, 225, 327. I don't think so, Prater Shane. Okay. If there are any requests, let me know that we have in the show. That'd be great. $11.04. $17 start on the 1666. Half penny merchant's token. His half penny. I think we have a goat, or maybe it might actually be a deer on one side. Riverstone's in the lead. Gonna pick it up at the start bid. Let's see, 6, 6, 8, 11. Alright, we got it. Herod Archelaus, $44 start. J Dizzle's in the lead at 44. Let's run a Hadrian. Hadrian Daenerys starting at 79. Sivo's in the lead. Anglo-Saxon Viking Age. We would have it in the listed in the show if we did. I think we do have some hammered English pennies, but I don't think that we have anything directly tied to like Viking. Nice pickup, Tiffany. Here's a half penny Condor token. Ooh, that's nice. Dunham and Vollop, Norwich. 1811. Wow, I'd be really surprised. Maybe Riverstone's hopping in. Carter. 2016 proof set. I don't think we have a 2016 proof set. That might be really off. Maybe we do. Very interesting crater shape. I didn't realize that. So, $7.38. $50 start on this English penny from the 14th century. Edward the First or Edward the Second. All right, any requests, let me know. Happy to get to them. $17.64. Catherine the Great, copper 5 kopecks. We got a few jetons. Ooh, this is pretty. Look at that color. Well, yeah, we've sold, I think, hundreds of them above the $34 price. So I would imagine that it is a very fair price on it. Man, this group has some great toning. Olex at 58, which is a pretty discount price on these guys. 1840 dated. Yeah, let me pull out one of those groups. Is that the group that starts at like 50 for the most part, maybe? Let's see. Thracian bronze and NGC fine. So before. Lampsacus, bronze and fine. Choice fine. Meditas and VF. Oh, we have a dog on the reverse of this one. That's pretty cool. Nice pickup, Tiffany. Hierapolis under Trajan. No, this is not Hierapolis. This is Antioch. Gert, what's up? Run that one. I'm going to change the description on that one. So, ooh, Tiberius. We're not. Let's run the Greek. fine. 172. Under Mithridates the 6th. Dash 166. This is another choice fine. Yes, it does mean that it is low percentage gold. It's quite debased. I don't know. Gabe, what do you think do you have a feel for the gold percentage on? What's 2202? He said under 10%. The resident expert.
It's just the S.
Qantas Amethyst. Gosh. Let's run one of these. Show for 9. I like because the Gorgon makes up the flan design really well. Takes up a lot of space. It's not too busy of a design too. Antioch under Augustus. Augustus written out in between that wreath. Let's pick up Tiffany. Let's see. Here's a higher grade one. And then we'll pick that out soon in WC. This is a VF. Let's see, AE 2507. What is that going to be? Thrace Cestus bronze, and an NGC VF holder. Let's see, AE. Let's see. $25.07. Let's see if I can find it. I'm seeing a lot of the Is that a graded coin maybe? 25 or 7. Oh, that's one of the medieval pieces. Let's see if I can pull it out. Okay, we'll run one more of these Greek bronzes, and I'll fish around for the coin in question. NGC VF. The head of Athena on one side. We want Dinero. I think one of these guys. Medieval silver dinero. Sorry, 49. Nice pickup. There's a $44 start. Ooh, this is, see a pretty clear face there. Nice win. I think we've got one more that I see. Maybe I see two more. WC, nice pickup. One of the sharpest ones I've seen, I think we've seen face-wise. And then 096. Carter's in the lead. Let's see what we want to pick up next. Oh, this group of ancients. Nice pickup, Tiffany. This is a Valens bronze. $29 start. Choice fine. So this should see a bit of activity, I think. Emperor holding captive by the hair from the Thessalonica Mint. Nice 1, 2, 3 B man. Valentinian and XF. We'll start this at 49. Pretty sharp. Then a similar design. We get the Cairo in the symbol or the flag. Astro K. I like that one. 32. 25. I think we got 2507. Probus and Choice VF. starting at 100. Did we? I think we did. Alexander Janaeus Pruda and Fine, starting at 34. So this is a graded Alexander Janaeus Pruda. Riverstone is in the lead. $44 start on this AU50 Boaz Bros Pie Bakers. Civil War token, Civil War store card. Adrian in the lead at 52. Nice win. The Federal Union AU details. $44 start. It must and shall be preserved. Army and Navy. 17. Gallienus and Choice VF. Edge chips annotated. $79 start. And we'll go back to some raw coins. Let's see. I don't think I pulled too much out of. $35.03. Okay, Buck and Go Wang Mang cash coin from 14 to 23 AD. Astro is in the lead at $2. Paid well over that for it. J Dizzle at 6. And take a hit. Let's see the 2nd to 4th century BC Chinese warring states. Buck and Go. 1309. And $3. Also going to take a hit. We'll stay away from the Oriental. $19 start on this half roped. From the Duchy of Lithuania. Anything Japanese? I don't think so, but we probably wouldn't run it at the moment, given some of the other Asian results that we've just had. Ooh, this is a hand teller. I like these. No, I don't know. I don't think Christ is explicitly on any of the coins, but they are all Byzantine coins. Riverstone's in the lead at the start. 21. Run one more hand teller, starting at 21. Biblical. I have some biblical Pruda. This is a very full hand. Jesse's in the lead. 301. Nice pick up Riverstone. Buck and Go on this Weimar Republic porcelain 2 mark. Buck and go. What's up, Jimmy? 416. Don Hill's at $12. Currently at 15. Nice pickup, Don. Okay, 1921 porcelain 50 Finnegs. Let's see. Spokane Gangs. Vape. That's funny. Oh, we have some of. We just got these guys in. Some of the mother of pearl tokens. Little Buck and go one. And then a lot of this came out of a pretty old collection. Some of the. There were some. Weren't dealer flips, but it was like some notes of. We have a lighthouse here. So these should bid up, I think, quite multiples of this. But there's some on several of them, like dealer flips of like when they were bought from Netherlands dealers in the 70s through 80s for the most part, which is really cool. Not all of like they're like different groups are like bought December 3rd, 1972 from this guy that we found who's in the Netherlands, or yeah, Denmark, right? Or is it Denmark? Denmark, not Netherlands. when I say the wrong thing, Gabe will take like a shooting look out at me. So it's kind of it's funny. Astros in the lead. We had a blast there. We actually found I did some stalking. Gabe didn't do as much stalking, but I did some stalking and found pictures of the dealers that this person had bought from, like all in like one picture in some cases, which is I thought I got a kick out of. Did you get a kick out of that, Gabe? Gabe did not get a kick out of it. I got a kick out of it. We have two figures in this one, a house. We'll run a large silver piece next. $18.89 2000 race. Brazilian piece. Sprex in the lead. Sprex at 84. What is 7609? Does it not have a start on it? If you opened up the item, it should have a start, I'd imagine. And then we'll buck and go it. $28 to $22. 74, marginally over the melt price, I believe. I think all of these pretty much start under melt, or right at it. 1872, 5 pesetas. We went 76. 74, nice pickup. 271. I think it's going to be an Abbasid. Yeah, Abbasid Caliphate Durham. AB 76. AC 76, okay. Jackie's in the lead. I think this is the 4A dram, possible 4A dram maybe. Ooh, kind of a oddly colored piece here. Cal's in the lead. Let's see. And 20 bucks is going to be great. $17. Okay. Greek silver, small Greek silver dram from the 5th century BC. Jackie's in the lead. Run a Tabaristan hemidram next. $7.80 to $7.93, part of the anonymous series here. Jackie's at 21. This is a She-Wolf and Twins Roman commemorative. We have Romulus and Remus suckling from She-Wolf. They're the famed founders of Rome. Paleac at the start bid. Here's the Sasanian Empire. Khosrau II. Dram. These are beautiful coins. Strongly struck up. Nicely preserved. No bids. Alright. If there are any requests, let me know. Happy to get to them. Okay. Buck and Go. NGC Christvalis. We'll pick one up next. This is an alphabet dram, or a jeton. That should have went through. E-Man is in the lead. Kind of neat. Nice pickup. Class A2 anonymous. Yeah. I think this is an A2 to A3 anonymous follows. 975, 1035. And you can see Christ's Gospel book in his hand. HOARD finder, nice pickup. This one, okay, look, before we run this, super overstruck. Or double strike, maybe. It might be the same type. But that's pretty cool. Oh, 073205. Last Druid, what's that going to be? Nice pickup, Brian. $50. Jesus Christ, King of Kings, is what is written in Greek in the reverse. HOARD finders in the lead. $29 start on this 1781 Spanish colonial half real. Jimmy's in the lead. Last Druid at 33. $141. Let's see if I can find that one. J Dizzle. 6. This one's pretty sharp. $13.25, 120. Let's see. HOARD Finder, nice pickup. We'll do a $15 start on the silver Bolivian metal. And $13.25, 120. Let's see if I can find that last druid. Silver Bolivian metal. Jackie's in the lead. $29 start on this French design. Oh, we have a little counter mark there, it looks like. Counter stamp. Jadis, I'm not sure if I can find, I don't see that Christ Wallace and the last ones that I have in front of me here. I have 2 more, it looks like. But it might turn up. I won't. No, actually, I do see it. Never mind. I have another half stack. We'll run that one and we'll move away from Christ Falls for a bit. We can run into Oblivion. This guy. $149. J Dizzle's in the lead. What's that? Run one more Christ Falls. And then, let's see what I have. My hand here. This is a hand heller, maybe? Buy yourself to heaven. Okay, $21 start. The icons are cool. Nice pickup, Jimmy. And this is another hand heller, $21 start. This one might be a bit better shape. More of a square shape. This one almost looks like it's giving you the middle finger. Very long, long middle finger. Lyles is in the lead. The gold will start about 1,000. I can probably come down a little bit on some of them. And then some of them are going to be, I think the most expensive one will honestly just start around 1,200. There's nothing that really super bad there, but it's out of the price range of most people, I'd say, or a lot of people. Buck and Go, Mother of Pearl token with 2 doves on one side and a flower on the other. We can pick out one. I'll show off what I think is like my 2 favorites, and then we can I'll see what one I can come down on the most of, and we can run one of those. Okay, Mother of Pearl token. 2 birds, flower. Let's see what I have on these guys. Okay, one in, I think in 153 I can probably work the best deal on. Let's see, 153. I can probably work the best deal on that guy. And then my two favorites, though, are we have an MS one somewhere. It's disappeared on us. One of my favorites, which we do not sell, is this Focus, which has a great obverse portrait on it, being Choice XF. And this guy I can probably see if I work that. Okay, I can come down to 900 on this one. Heraclius and Hercules Constantine, gold Solidus from 632 to 641. Congratulations, Sivo. We'll go ahead and run this really nice one. So this will start at 1100, 1089. Graffiti, edge bend, and clipped are the annotations. But just a really strong obverse portrait. Just kind of jumps out at you. Congratulations. It's I think my favorite of the group. And there's an MS one somewhere. I don't know. Some really beautiful coins there. Okay, let's see. What do we want to hop into? Let's run several of these. $55 start on some of these tone jetons. Don's in the lead. Do you happen to have any Minea? I'm not sure. Let's see. AC61. 54? Cool. Hololex. Gonna get it at the start bid. Congratulations. Okay, we'll pick that one out. J-Dizzle. Any 8-gram gold coins? I'm not sure. This is a very small flan A1. Nice pickup there. Okay, buck and go. J-Dizzle, you as well. Have a great one. 1812. Full penny Condor token. Buck and go. 111 is at $6. We might not do any buck and goes here on the Condor token. Under $10 on the Condor token yet. 111's at 10. 1812. Jimmy at 11. Gonna get it under what we paid for it. Nice pickup. Let's see. Buck and go on this Sasanian Dram. This could be the end of the Buck and go. We'll see how it goes. Coster out of the second. Zoroastrian Fire Altar, 2 attendants. Mint mark is actually here on the right side, regular user on the left. We're sitting well under half of what I would expect it to go for. And Riverstone well under our cost, almost half of our cost. And Jackie's in the lead, which this will be the last Buck and go that we do for a while because this is causing me pain. And Jackie's in the lead at 39. Congratulations. We're gonna lose a little bit on that one, but nice pickup. Let's see what this is. This is a Napoleonic Centesimo from 1809. A bit of a bend in it. Kind of note that. Maybe not. Well, kind of feels like it has a bit of a bend. All right, if there are any requests, let me know. If not, no problem. No worries. Okay, let's start this for 29. Catherine the Great, 5 kopecks. Starting at $29. $17.64 dated. Buck and go porcelain tin mark. Large porcelain tin mark. Currently at $13, well under what I think is fair. $34 start. $34 start. $17.64. 5 kopecks. I think we do have a bit of Roman Republic. Astro, nice win. Let's see if we have any. It's going to be kind of work my way into that where I think they would sit. Okay, I think this is going to be our last 5 kopecks today. Nice looking side with the dates. Yeah, this is a really solid coin. King Arthur coins, like the username in the lead. And a raw ancient Greek next. $14 start on this Thracian bronze. Run a Roman Republican coin next. $79 start on this 46 BC Roman Republican bronze. Right facing portrait. Okay, $69, $10 discount. Oh, 072505. Let's see if I can find it. $21 start on the Celtics of Rum, Durham. It probably will be, that's true. Alright, we'll show this off. If there are any, is there any interest in coins, let me know. Try to pull them out. This is the coin that you had asked about. Let me know if you're interested in that. We'll probably, I think, kind of end up in shortly here. If there are any requests, let me know. Yes, King Arthur. We do have some Civil War tokens. I think we have some left. See if I can pull some out. Let's see, 902. 013. AU details. Starting at 44. The Federal Union. It must and shall be preserved. Paleax in the lead. 47. Army and Navy on the other side. Here's a cool Grand Rapids Civil War store card. I don't know if I've seen a store card from Grand Rapids yet. Michigan. Definitely haven't seen one from Hillsdale, which we'll pick up one next. 1862. Nice pickup there, Waddle. A. Gleason, Hillsdale. This is an NGC AU 53 holder, by the way. Gallienus is under 50 yet. $44 start. Uh, 013. This is an NGC XF 40. Brown, no bids. The Federal Union, it must and shall be preserved. Let's say 280107. We'll buck and go this Chinese mother of pearl token. I think that one might be a big one, possibly. We'll look for it out here. Some of these have very pretty rainbows that come out. Why, I mean, what's that going to be? That's 080703. Julia Domina, okay. Astros lead at 15. King Arthur. Let's see. These are Chinese pearl tokens. I think they held a kind of a similar function to jetons as being like counting tokens. Gambling tokens, as Gabe says. Okay, fish shaped. So it is probably gonna be. The approximate years is 1720 to 1840. Okay, 80, 2577. Let's do. Let's find the fish shaped. Let me do a little sorting. Let's see. I'm not sure where I put the large ones here. I thought I left them on the desk, but maybe they got. We might just see it next week. The fish-shaped ones. I'm not seeing them. I don't see them on the desk too. There are a bunch of unbid on items. I don't quite see them. Okay. So 911. Dash 062. And then 064. Let's pick up Paleac. Okay, found the Julia Domina. Choice VF. Starting very cheap, under $80. These climb usually with 100. Spanish Peru. I think that one has been requested a few times, but no one gave me an affirmative if they wanted it. 2 reals, 1782. There's the Lima Mint. I'm gonna stay at the start. Here's a Celtic Quinarius, 1st century BC, Greek silver coin. The horse on the reverse. Alright, if there are any requests, let me know. If not, we'll start to put a bow on it. Start this for a discounted 12. Just leave it in here. Here's some Thai ring money. Smaller piece. Sure, okay, gonna get that under our cost. $15 start on this Islamic dirham. Oh. Thai ring money, 1322. Okay. 46 BC, Roman Republican denarius. Fucking go. Maybe we'll go for $4. Well, paid well over 50 for it, if that gives you any indication of its value. Maybe if it goes for 30, we might put a bow on this real quick. It might be that time of the day. And 41, we're going to lose about $40 on that. Congratulations. All right. You want to find somebody to raid? Or so war tokens, if there's any interest in stuff, let me know. But if there's not, I'm not. It's like no worries. So it doesn't look like it. Couple of, let's see. I only have a few left, I think. Okay. I think this will be all of the. Oh, here's that MS that we were looking at earlier. Okay. Oh, 19. So I think it's these three that we have left. Let's see. We'll run the unclean federal union next. AU55 brown. Some nice little reds showing out. I really don't know how this didn't get red-brown. But I guess if they called it circulated, it's kind of hard for them to... I've seen it. I've seen a red-brown circulated coin, but harder for them to justify putting it on there. And here's the cleaned. And I think this is the last one that we've got. Any older U.S.? Yes, we do have a group of older U.S. Not colonial, though. All right. We've sold through this entire group and have sold much worse coins than this. I'm actually just... Okay. 10-second sudden death. Buck and go. Maybe it doesn't get sold. Maybe something's actually up. I don't really know. Maybe some people can't see the coins. Okay, 1905. AU-58. Indian head cent. $1939 type of 1840. Astros in the lead. VG8. Matron head cent. $1804. Half cent. Find 12 details. $1837 hard times token and a VF25 holder. Executive experiment. Illustrious. I follow in the steps of my predecessors. $89 start. My VG details. Cap to bust. $50 from 1821. $64D and 5. Alright, cool stuff. Yeah. Let's see, what's that going to be in Numis Maximus? Let's see. AC85, that. AC85. 702. Italian States coin from the 12th century. We have 30 details, braided hair, large scent. Twins fan in the lead at 41. This is a 1846 tall date, and we have 35 details. I think we have one more coin out of this annex group that we'll look at. Alright, good stuff. Krabby, what's up? Double struck Durham. Yeah, maybe we'll show the average Solidus is going to be about $1,000. Yeah, let's show the Solidus. We're kind of nearing the end today, so we'll show the. But I can run some starting at around 900. And then there's an MS one, and then some of the better ones are like 11. Well, let me actually see the cheapest that I can run one left. Okay. All right, I can run the ones in the 142 and 060. Okay, I can run those at 850. Everything else is going to be 1,000 or above, or like 11, really 1,100 for the most part. I can probably get to 1,000 on some of them though. Kind of splitting hairs though. Let's see. But I'll show you the best of them, in my opinion. There's a Choice AU, but I don't quite like it as much as this MS. And then this XF is pretty nice. Okay, so these are the cheapest ones that I have. I probably do Lyle's. Let me check. And these are some of the nicest out of the group. This is such a hot coin. Let's run this guy. I can run these two at 850 each. It's going to be 850 to 1,200, depending on the coin. Yeah, these are real old gold. This is where it's at. Nice pickup, Krabby. And then I can also run this one at 850. And the other ones will have to be at their stated price. For 7. This one starts at 1,000. This is an NGC Choice AU. Grabby U2. Actually, we'll run this guy. Oh, and I'll find a hand heller. This is the MS. This is the only MS that we have. And this starts at 1,300. I'll start it at 12. And then we will find the hand heller. I think it's going to be Sivo's on this one. Congratulations, Sivo. You're going to have a very nice little assortment of these guys. Yeah, it's just something sick. You'll have like a really awesome handful when you get this in. Oh no, it does not look. Wait, maybe this one. Okay, I think we're all out of hand hellers today. We might have some next week. But it looks like we're all out today. Okay, Chinese mother of pearl token. And then let's pick out a fun coin that we can maybe buck and go, and then and a buck. Wow. Okay. Pretty wild stuff. Let's find a coin that we can. That we paid well more than $1 for each one of those, so that's a great win. Okay, we'll buck and go this, and then this is going to be the last item that we run today, and y'all have a great night. No slab mercs. That large silver piece here, probably more than 36 in melt. This is a silver French chaton. This will be pretty good silver with, wow, this is going to go really cheap, I think. To Don. Congratulations. We have not had one sell under 55 yet, so that's a fantastic win. Let's go find somebody to raid. Great end the show win there. Should we raid trusted coins again, Gabe? He has 6 people in there. Nah, let's find another new coin sniper maybe. Colonial. Let's check out coin sniper. All right, y'all have a great night.